We're chilling here with Stone Cold, and we have a special guest today. Music man around town, MV Different, former member of Weeper, Isaiah Rolow, CMC, Cubic Prices. So, we had to take a break last week. We had some issues. We're trying to come back better than ever. We're figuring out more technical stuff, as we always are. And we got some little videos, and we got some updates about stuff that's going on. September's been a pretty quiet month. We didn't really put on any shows. I think there was like a couple cool shows, like Beat Mick and stuff. I don't know. Did you guys go to any cool shows this month?
There was a new toy show.
Yeah, the Alyx show at Alyx.
Yeah.
That was tight.
Oh, was that in the garage?
No, there was another one at Beat Mick, and then a band Stepdads played. I remember.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I saw Stepdads at 4th Street like the day after.
Oh.
And Stepdads is sick. They sound like Black Sabbath kind of. Yeah, that band's sick, dude.
No, that's Meat Creatures.
Or is that Meat Creatures?
Stepdads were the one that was more like groovy.
Oh,
Stepdads were groovy. Meat Creature was like Sabbath.
I came.
They were on tour together, but I don't think they're in the same place. I think they're from different places. I don't remember.
Washington.
But they all stayed at the warehouse after the Beat Mick show.
Wow.
They were pretty chill dudes. They didn't smoke a lot of weed. I was surprised. Yeah, usually I smoke like a lot of weed. People who like to stay with the warehouse. It's a good time. The guys in Oso, like, oh man, so much weed with those guys. But yeah, shouts out to Oso. They're really good. They really should come back here on tour.
Like Slow?
No, they're from New York. Upstate New York.
I think Ryan has an Oso shirt.
There's another Oso. And that Oso is from Santa Barbara. He might be living in Slow now. But that guy's name was Phil, and he was like a wild dude. He would like play guitar while riding a unicycle around Santa Barbara in like the mid-2000s, and would play like weird acoustic sets at DIY shows at Santa Barbara in the mid-2000s. That guy's like a legend in the Central Coast. That's who Ryan's referring to. Shouts out to Ryan. I fucking miss you, Ryan. We love you, Ryan.
Love you, Ryan.
Shouts out, bud. So yeah, there's some cool shows. We have some other stuff that's going to be upcoming. We'll talk about that at the end. But we have some special videos and contributions from our friends from different scenes. I think we're going to try and play some bumpers and videos here. We have our friend Aaron Ponzo from Phoenix, Arizona, giving us a little video for Alyx there. A little drink review. Video for Alyx on the far right. There we go. We're gonna pull up this nice little thing, and we're gonna turn it over to Aaron here.
Hey, thanks, Alyx. I'm here on Pacific Nature TV on location in Phoenix, Arizona, and we're gonna try some of this. It's a cactus kiwi strawberry power drink. Let's give it a shot. It's really interesting, and it's pretty good. I think I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. I don't know if I'd ever drink it again though, but I think it's interesting right now, and I think I'll probably finish it. That's it for me. Back to you, Alyx.
You can check out the Expo's new album on Warped Your Records. Super tight. They also have fidget spinners that you can buy. They're selling the album as a fidget spinner. Yeah, totally crazy. So we've got a little in-betweener here. I guess we could have a little message from our sponsor, New World Snacks, and then we'll come back with an interview with Isaiah Rolow.
Hi, this is Tyler from Diners and New World Snacks. You're watching Pacific Nature TV. This is being filmed at Chabuco Canyon. It's a lovely night. Thank you so much. New World Snacks.
Wow. Thank you, Tyler. That was filmed back at our show in Chabuco Canyon that we had this summer with Diners. That was a really cool one. That was back in late August. The Pacific Nature, actually no, the Secret Smooth Band backed Tyler up for a couple songs. Had a really cool set with the video and all that. And that was a good night. We had no run-ins with the cops or the fire department that time. That was good. And it's totally, I guess, chill to do shows there. I've never been to House of Fun. So there'll probably be one more this fall. We were talking to this band, Little Wings. You might have heard of them. Nick saw them with me a couple weeks ago. Might see if we can get them out there.
Ridiculous.
Really good.
Like, straight up anime characters. Like,
yeah. Kyle Fields is like weird DIY legends, friends with like all sorts of like famous bands, and like it's super trippy. Like really good music. One of their songs references Orange County as well, so I love that. So we're gonna try and get Little Wings out there before the year is over. For sure, we're gonna try and do one more. But now we're gonna move in our interview segment. We got the homie Isaiah Rolow here, CMC Cuban Missile Crisis, up in the house. Gotta keep it real with CMC here. Steel fucking gang on the couch, repping MV Different. Why don't you talk about your humble beginnings? You've been in a bunch of different bands and had many different project games over the years. It started from the beginning, from like Little Shredder Isaiah to now. Just like a good like synopsis.
There was I'm like starting to forget the name now. Julio Methra, like Brandon Wade, who's on the Making Contact album, Anton Quayle, and Mitch, yeah, and then Brandon.
Josh.
No, Josh was in it for like a day, and then like Brandon's like, dude, just call him. I'm like, dude, he's like so nice though. He's like the best, but he understood. Shouts out to Josh. Josh is a good photographer. But it was like funk. We made like homemade lean. It was smoked like a lot, dude. Like Brandon and Mitch would steal. It was like the fucking Delsum, and then like all the when they were just doing cough syrup like every day. Like it was pretty fucking bad, and that's why a lot of those shows were pretty bad. There was like one good show.
Yeah, it was a good Shane show. It was a good house show.
There, yeah, we played Shane. I forgot.
Yeah,
Dude, everyone played Shane, dude.
Oh my god.
Hey, the boys at Ridgeway did it without paying to play. Recently.
Yeah, props.
They had a good show, I heard.
Props.
They had a good show. So then there was this band Quinoa, right?
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty important group there.
Yeah, we were all vegans, living in John's tack room in his backyard in Nellyville.
Oh my god.
And
The
Claw Dome, yeah.
Legendary.
I like how we refer to everything as domes, like
Blame it on
Bluestone,
Boost Dome.
Oh god.
Blame Brett. Guest. Past guest.
What's it called? I don't know. I think I ran into Adam on the beach, and then he was like, "We should jam sometime." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." You know what? The people I've been playing with and kind of like got a looper pedal, starting to do big things, semi-small. Yeah, pretty semi-small things. But like, I started jamming with Adam, and then I met John again because we were friends when like middle school. But his parents thought I was a delinquent, so they wouldn't let him play with me. You can fact check him on. Yeah, you know.
I mean, were they that wrong?
I mean, I was a pretty good kid. I just,
That's good.
you know, I was pretty good most of the time. But yeah, we played a lot of shows, and I think that's how we met most of the people I know.
Yeah, Johnny Modes and that crowd of folks.
Yeah, Johnny Modes and Adam Drebzinski actually mixed that Julio Mithra.
Oh, really?
That's how I met Johnny.
Whoa.
Yeah, I remember mixing that with
no idea.
John in his car in Irvine with Waves.
Classic mixing the car. Me and John have done that together. I love that. I love that. I've done that.
Yeah, that's weird. That was like 2011 or 2012. I don't
It's
remember.
gotta be
I
like
guess.
2012. It was like
Yeah,
it was like 2014. I saw you play with John. He was playing drums in Gloriosa. So when did that get going? What was Gloriosa?
John Claw went to Seattle, I think. I don't know. He was going to University of Seattle.
Jazz school.
And then Connor went to San Diego. So then Adam was like, yeah, I just kind of want to like do my own thing. I was like, yeah, I'll do my own thing too. And inside I was like really sad. I was like, fuck, dude, like so much time and energy and effort. But it's good because then I started Gloriosas. But I hit up John and the drummer that plays with me live and playing on the full band record that's coming out soon, Michael Christine, he was the other drummer.
Oh,
So I've known them just as long, and they're all friends from like Victor's circle. But we all went to Laguna for a little bit.
And Drab played in Gloriosas. He played drums for like a show or two.
Yeah,
right?
he did. He played a show frying balls at that place, that beauty salon place in Santa Ana.
Yeah, 313 Bush.
Yeah.
That was a chill spot.
Sam Windsor.
Yeah, Sam was there too.
I just played
Sam
at
was
his.
there.
I just played at his house.
Shouts out Sam Windsor.
Sam Windsor.
At the studio up at his house.
He's cool.
Chill motherfucker. So you also started recording around that time. You do a lot of recording, and you produce some other people that have done a lot of recording of your own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When did you start recording? Like, what was your setup when you started recording?
I had like a Fostex tape 4-track, and like I had to go like try to find like magnetic reel tape to like, because like I would fuck up like every single song over and over again, so I just would be like, oh shit, I'm spending all this money, I think I need to like get a computer. And I think I was making good money then because I was like doing HVAC stuff with my dad, so I was making like $20 an hour. So I saved up and bought like, well actually no, it wasn't even a new Mac, it was what's that, Newegg? Is it Newegg? That where you buy used computers and stuff? I bought like a Mac for like $800, and then it came with GarageBand, and I was like, oh, this is like significantly easier. But I didn't even use GarageBand like with an interface. I just used the speaker on the laptop.
Yeah,
I did a lot of
I
stuff.
did that in my dorm room. I know how that goes.
So yeah, no, and then I gradually became more aware of like other things, like especially playing with like John and stuff. Like John already pretty much knew how to like home record his own stuff. So like he was like, oh yeah, get this interface, and Adam at the same time got like audio stuff, and we were all like kind of individually like recording our own things. Like John has like fucking video game albums that are like 30 tracks long.
Oh yeah,
like
yeah.
People don't even like.
Says he's interested in working on that stuff.
No,
I would like to hear it.
I would
like to.
I would play a game with John's music. It's good. It's good as fuck. Heliopolis or whatever. He has like a really I think he showed.
It's on Bandcamp, I think.
Yeah.
That was on Bandcamp.
It's crazy as shit. It's like just like he was already making music like that, so that's kind of why I just stayed in that circle.
So where have you gotten to? Like, what kind of like setup were you working on most recently?
I just sold everything.
But what was? Yeah, I know, because you're moving soon. We're gonna get to that question eventually. But what were you working on? Because you did like 3 or 4 like Gloriosas and Shutterings.
Oh,
right?
Like on that stuff, yeah. Well, I had before that. I got an 8-channel interface, and it was like a Tascam 1641, and it was like.
I didn't use a Tascam.
Yeah, no, it was like a pile of garbage. I think I drove.
They're like cassette.
Yeah, no, their digital ones is like, it's just that the preamps on it were like really, really good. It's just like you would have like a lot of like mic input, like the XLR cable. Like I don't know if it was just like everything is just like shitty and like mass produced stuff. You know, I bought like the cheapest XLRs, the cheapest this and that, because, but it's like I went from that to like a Focusrite because John had a Focusrite. And then ever since then, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I think I'm just gonna, because John had to downgrade my Mac to, Snow Leopard to run a USB interface, and it's just like, dude, you could just spend
USB 2.0 interface.
Yeah. So like, but that's all the early Gloriosa stuff like that, and then like just like really cheap mics. It was just like spending a lot of time mixing. I think like that sound. I don't know. They don't sound super good to me when I listen back to them, but like some of it's like. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember when we were like doing that and hanging mics from the ceiling fans, and John was always down for that, so I think that's why they kind of like, now I still do shit like that. I'll hang like weird room mics on like my walls and stuff, or I'll put nails in them and hang it for like, I don't know, just like weird kind of fucking, it's better to just like use really shitty stuff and then put it in different places, put your amp on your bed, like facing some weird hallway.
Definitely.
Like your door open or something.
The session we'll show a little clip of later. We did that. All the guitar amps we flipped out the other way, but like the heads were still pointing out.
Yeah, no, it's
got some interesting tones. The session sounded a lot better. I'm so proud of the session we just did.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna be fucking tight.
Mm-hmm.
So your new project, well, it's not really new anymore, but you have this project Shutterings, and it kind of like has 2 sides to it. You want to like talk a little bit about like Shutterings and what you're kind of doing with that right now. So you have an album that you just put out, and you're gonna put out another one, but they also have different characters.
Yeah, like the one I just put out's like, I've just been like listening to a lot more hip hop, a lot more old stuff that like I just like, I don't know, there's like so much weird stuff on YouTube that like I used to have cassettes at one point of, but like, you know, just like early 666 and like Denzel Curry every single day of my life, and Juicy J, all that stuff, like old Juicy J. So it's like the music and some of that old, I mean, you know, like the old 3.6, like the one where it's like the 91 to like 95, and it's like 666.
Yeah,
like
yeah. Before they had to change.
Bar and that is like the trippy. It sounds like a Gundam Wing fighter taking like, and they like chop it up into the movie. Like that stuff I like, cause I don't know. I mean, I've been listening to like newer hip hop stuff too, and like.
Yeah, speaking of that, like Juicy J just did something that like Suicide Boys produced all the beats. For.
Oh really? Oh my
Yeah.
god! I don't know. I like Suicide Boys make good beats, but I hate.
Like I hate the way they rap.
I hate the way they rap. But they made Narcotics by Denzel Curry. I didn't know that.
Oh really?
Like that song, I didn't know they made that beat. I was like, wow, they did something good.
Maybe they're just better producers.
Yeah, they should just produce more beats. Anyway, Suicide Boys, Shutterings, collab,
Speaking of
it's
producer,
happening.
you have a producer that worked on the Making Contact album that just came out.
Yeah,
he was also part of Weaver.
There was actually.
You want to talk about Vic Luke a little bit? Get the name out there. Give him a big old shout out. I know you should appreciate that.
What's it called? Victor made. I came to him with some songs that I recorded to a metronome, which is rare for me. And they were all in time. I made all these different like parts, and then he's like really good at making drums, like just any style of hip hop drums. Like he's insane at it. Like he can do it very quickly. So I came to him with like just loose guitar parts, and there's some of them were even like, dude, I did this when I was drunk, but I did it to a metronome. Do you want to try and make this into something? And then that's like a couple of the songs where I thought they weren't gonna be songs, but a bunch of people like he made Hammers like the whole thing, and I just rapped over that, and then Max Royer made Assurance.
Nice. Speaking of hammers, do you have any favorite like hand tools or power tools?
Sawzall. Yeah.
Sawzall.
It's an electric handsaw that you hold like this and you saw it through sheets of metal. I just used to do it for my job. It's just fun. It's like a really satisfying
feeling.
feeling.
Super tight. I would
Yeah.
love to like saw some shit with that.
Yeah.
Sausage metal.
Saw some sheet metal.
Yeah, it looks like holding like a sausage saw. Like holding.
No, yeah.
It makes me think of sausages. I really like.
Depending on like what blade you get too. Like I just used to recycle a lot of copper with my dad for like extra money because he's like, you just I'm not.
Yeah, do copper's valuable.
Dude, it's really valuable.
I used to do like
when you rip the
armor shit.
what's it called? I forget what they're called.
You gotta strip the wire and you have like thick copper wire. That's
Yeah,
like,
there's
heavy.
giant like sheets of what's it called? They're not sheets per se. It's like a filter, but they have the copper tubes on the side, and you just saw those tubes off, and then you have like a bucket of that, and you take that. It's like $80, $90.
Nice.
So
Yeah, that's like a little bit of trap life there.
Hey,
You seem to be trapping a bit on this new release. And
Yeah.
you were definitely trapping with Weaver.
Yeah.
So you want to talk a little bit about trapping?
About trapping?
I'm
Trapping
a white guy
or
from
actually trapping?
Just trapping, whatever you like feel about that. I'm a white guy from Mission Viejo. I don't really understand trapping.
Well,
much.
I
Like,
think
give me a little
I
primer
think
here,
every anybody can trap, but like I don't think people really like want to trap. The style of rapping is what I like because it's music, and I enjoy the way the voices sound and the triplet flows and all the weird kind of time signatures. But in terms of like actually trapping, it's like not.
That's
Wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Flipping dope is like something you don't need to do with your life. So
Definitely not. Really not. Yeah. Any good trappy stories that Mission Viejo got? Yeah, get a little envy different up in here.
About
like,
Mission Viejo.
about what? Yeah, like sketchy stuff.
Yeah,
That's
sketchy.
I'm trying to think actually.
Yeah, I don't think there is any.
I mean, besides that homeless guy, there's like this homeless guy in the Dell off Alicia parking lot. He's just taking bottles and throwing them at car windows, and the police come and like fucking tackle him. I parked my car getting Dell because I just wanted to watch what the fuck was gonna happen. And he's like, apparently he's been doing it forever. I like went even to the Del Taco like drive through that one right next to Denny's, and I'm just like, yeah, do you know that guy's like throwing bottles? They're like, oh, did they catch him this time? Like he's been doing that like every other night. I'm like,
oh my god.
Bottle, man.
yeah, like that's
man.
probably the trappiest thing I think of.
That Del Taco's gone down.
It's,
I mean, like, I don't know. There's like people selling meth in Mission Viejo, of course. But, like,
yeah, well, yeah. If you want to
Yeah.
talk about actual,
like, that's
I mean,
like, I don't know. It's not really
you
an
could
interesting
just-
story. It's just happening.
you could probably just like get rid of. There's some good people in Rancho Santa Margarita, but there's a lot of fucking terrible people in Rancho Santa Margarita. I've bought like way too many horrible things.
Fuck you, Rancho Santa Margarita.
Yeah, on this side of the bridge. On this side of the bridge.
Suck it.
East side.
West side, west side.
Yeah, there's
Dude.
nothing. That's why I kind of
Still
like
fucking
living
game.
here, is you don't have to worry about stuff. It's very chill. It's very laid back.
You're like the gentle roar of the freeway.
Yeah.
Isaiah lives like pretty nearby.
I
to where we're
walked here.
filming this right here.
I walked my car
You
here.
know. It's cool. So, you've been up at FTG a bunch. You were doing some recording and stuff up there. Is that
That's
the
for
old
the.
stuff, or is that the?
No,
or
that's
is that
for
gonna be
the.
new.
That's gonna be the new with
Okay.
and Yanni. Bahi played on it, and Michael Christine, who was in Gloriosas. They were like actually Gloriosas for a couple of shows, like when we first started. They were like the bass player and the drummer. So now they're like playing with me again, and they have like a really good band. Like they're called Oversoul. They have like a bunch of newer stuff that like they just recently showed. Shouts out Oversoul. And oh yeah, Becca, Yanni's girlfriend, sang some harmony vocals, and it turned some of this record sounds like just like budget ass D'Angelo, and I'm like really happy about that.
Yeah.
Budget ass D'Angelo, not legit ass.
So it's not as far off of what's on Making Your Contact.
No, it's well, I mean it's
not glorious throwback.
No, definitely not. I think it's more R&B. I'd say I've been listening to just as much R&B, like weird kind of jazzy stuff, as I've been like listening to like the trap stuff, because I don't like play that stuff nonstop. It's more of just like I've been listening to a lot. There's a lot of new really amazing R&B artists coming out, and I've been like slowly getting keen to it, but like I'm listening to a ton of like Steve Lacy and
that's Steve Lacy.
Steve Lacy's
that demo's so good.
Dude, he's the shit. Steve Lacy.
He makes the songs while driving.
He's nuts. Steve Lacy. I love Daniel Caesar a lot. He's amazing. River Type Air is really good. He's like a producer out of where are all those people from? Patronata's from the same, like Toronto? Is that Toronto? Yeah, Toronto. River Type Air is the shit, dude. And who else? There's like a good amount of new R&B stuff coming out, dude. It's like a resurgence. It's tight.
Yeah.
Someone said I sounded like Yellow Days, and I've never heard of that band, and I played like one song, and I'm like, I kind of get it, but that dude's like so good at singing. He's like, wow, like screaming, like belting out. I'm like, I don't do that shit. Like, but it's definitely more funky. There's a lot of layers. There's a lot. It sounds a lot more full. Because the drums we did at FTG with Pedro and Barry.
How was that process? Work with them. They're recording a lot of shit.
Oh, they're the shit, dude. They're the best. Like I wouldn't even go really. Shouts out to both of them. They like, Dean and Kelly too. Treat me like
they're the best.
They treat me like I'm like their son. Cause I went there on
my having a Halloween party, 28th. Come party.
Oh yeah.
I think there's people playing. There's always people playing. I'm already looking forward to meeting your thoughts.
Yeah, they're really shit. It's lit, dude.
Yours is always great.
It's lit.
Awesome. Well, any little tidbits about the new record if they're out there? You have any idea of the timeline when it's gonna drop? Is there a title for it?
Yeah, it's called Nothing Personal, and it's coming out. I wanna like. Can I call Yanni and be like, hey, Yanni?
Feel free.
I should just message her real
call
quick.
right now. Go for it.
Let me see. I did just bring my phone. It's been a couple days, people trying to get a hold of me, but I did just bring my phone. I don't even know if he's gonna answer.
It's fine. We've had people live on the phone before. Actually, when I did John Crawler's interview, back I think that was like a year ago now, at the studio.
Oh, I would call in.
I think Kusevich called in the middle of it, and we were like trying to make it and put it in the interview, but it didn't work. So we ended up like nixing that in the final cut because the interview was already like 45 minutes long. It was already like way too long. Like YouTube likes long form content now.
I know we're doing Friday. Or tomorrow shit. It's already Thursday. Friday, like I think late, like 8 o'clock to like whenever the fuck he goes to sleep. We're gonna start like doing the final mixes and revisions, and then Saturday it should be mixed. So it should be coming out like I want to say hopefully next week.
Okay.
But
Nothing Personal show. It's coming out soon. Anyway, you heard it here first.
I'm still calling
Pacific Nature News Network. We're gonna get some details right now from one of the producers, mixers, recording engineers.
The guy that's
album.
pretty
One
much
guy that
doing,
played on the
he's
album.
doing most of it. He might not answer me though. He doesn't
We'll see what happens.
He's probably like, dude, he's looking at his phone like it drinks the beer back to sleep. Like,
Actually, we should see if anyone's listening messages here. If anyone's like
oh my
chats or asks
god.
questions.
Oh my god. He literally is just like this. Back to sleep. He's like, fuck.
Okay.
Would have been like, I tried to call him. No, he's doing a good job though. He's like, I mean, we did like really ridiculous shit. We used like 6 mics for the guitar. We used all the drum mics. We did like, I did all the vocals at my house with my mic because like he had like Annoyment, and then like a 50 Cent. No, yeah, he's crazy. That, and then, but I didn't like it because it was too clean. Like I could hear everything, even when he put reverb on. I'm like, dude, I could hear like my throat like even just you could hear every little bit of movement. So he did that with Becca's vocals, and she's like a choir singer, or has been singing to a choir singer. Or she was in like in Laguna. She was in like theaters. Oh wait, no, you didn't go to.
Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry.
go.
I'm like,
You should be in high school.
I'm like,
Come on.
wait, yeah.
Actually,
Actually,
you were.
I was trying to think.
When did you graduate VHS?
2011.
Yeah. Or no,
Diablos.
Silverado's in Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I graduated.
MV.
MV, man.
Bring it back home.
Sylvie.
Bring it back home.
Miss those muffins.
Well,
delicious muffins.
there is one big thing coming up. You're making a little move. You're making a change of scenery.
Mm-hmm.
You're heading to North Carolina. Want to tell us a little bit about that? What's happening? How'd this all go down?
I basically had an opportunity to check out some land out there that my mom's friend, because she's in like all these like crazy militia groups, but they just go and shoot guns and like targets and go out into the desert and survive on like, I don't know, my mom's fucking crazy. But she has a friend that had land out there, and they like literally just like offered my mom to like fly out and check it out and see if she wanted to buy it. And we get there and it was really, really bad. Like it was terrible. There was like roaches and fucking animals infesting the house.
Like a house on the property?
Yeah, there was a house on the property, and they're like, oh yeah, there's land on there, so like, you know, like you could grow food and stuff, but there's like a house, and we went in the house and there's just like roaches and rats and like raccoons and shit are everywhere, because it's literally just forests everywhere. So we like looked around, and like I didn't have like a whole lot of money saved up, but like shit is really inexpensive out there. Like gas is like $1.79 at the gas station, so it's like I don't know, man, anxiety, just like constantly dealing with like driving the freeways here, and I've lived like a couple of different places, and I always liked that part of the country, because it's a little bit more, I don't know, people are a little bit more like wholesome. They like talk to you, and like, you know, I met all my aunt's neighbors in like a day. They're all like, oh hi, you're I'm like, shit, like really fucking drunk, and they all just come up and talk to you. And it's really nice, like people are cool, but the place in particular is like Asheville, because it's very music
town.
yeah, I need that, because most of North Carolina is just crazy. Like I'm like
bathroom bills and all that shit.
Yeah, I'm like 4 hours from like fucking what's that shit, Charlottesville, like all that
That's
stuff.
true, yeah. It's
So,
up there in Virginia.
stocking up on my guns, getting real good.
Taking a road trip to get out there.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive out there. I think the 8th. No, actually, because like I'm gonna pick up my mom somewhere in the middle of the country, and she's just like all the stuff, you know, all the stuff with my family's just like been kind of hard for her, because she's been like traveling a lot with these people, but she's like, you know, she missed my dad, she missed my brother, and my brother, you know, is like got a kid. He lives in Irvine. He's like super drink beer and watch basketball kind of dude. Like I'll like invite him to shows, or like invite any of them to shows, and they're just like what, dude? You think I'm not gonna mosh, bro? I'm like, it's not even like I don't even make music. Like he's like, no, I know like, you know, metal, the Iron Maiden stuff. Like I get it, dude. Like I'm like the Iron Maiden stuff. I'm like, yes, Shutterings is Iron Maiden.
That's so funny.
Nah, like so my mom, I'm gonna pick her up, and then she wants to go to like Graceland and like
Fuck yeah, road trip.
oh yeah, just
Sick, dude.
drive over there, and I don't know, man, just like set up shop. I just want cats,
Fuck yeah.
dogs,
You gonna
vegetables.
do any sort of like little show or anything before you leave?
Yeah, dude,
I've heard there's something I've heard thrown around. I'm just gonna put this out there. I've heard that like there's been interest in like people hearing Weeper one more time, but that's just a rumor. That's just what people have been saying.
I don't know.
So you know,
I don't even know if Vic Goop wants to reopen that. He's established now. He's amazing.
Yeah.
I really don't think what Victor would want. He'd be like, nah.
But hey, remember that first show? Victor didn't do anything that first show.
No, he did. Yeah,
he just pressed play the first show.
He played the air horn.
The Michael. Well, I hope there is still something before you leave. You know,
Yeah, I don't.
one more performance.
I don't have any
some sort.
anything booked. Book me a show, internet.
Yeah, maybe we'll set up a last minute
Anybody
special
watching
gig,
this podcast?
party gig,
Please.
kick back.
God damn it.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We're gonna talk about upcoming shows and other shit soon. I think we have another
Steve Austin.
little thing here before we kind of move into the next ending segment here. Thanks to Mr. Isaiah Rolow here. Shutterings. New album, Making Contact, is out. And the new album, Nothing Personal, coming out sometime
Next week. Let's put
Stay
the pressure
tuned.
on Yanni.
Follow on,
It's on.
go on Bandcamp, hit follow, and stream it 3 times in full for free. Donate $1, do it. It's worth it. It's worth it. So anyways, here's a little thing.
This little thing.
Yeah, that little thing is a thing. I was hanging out, went camping. Check it out.
This is Alex Koska for Pacific Nature TV here at Hallelujah.
Thanks. Yeah, that was me jumping in a river, Kings River, Central California. It was great. The river's really cold. Anyways, Pacific Nature News Network, Episode 3, upcoming events. Here's what's happening in the next couple weeks. As you may or may not know, our headquarters up in Fullerton, we're having a show tomorrow at the Warehouse. It's a Yukon Territorial Expansion album release. We got the EMA Jazz Ensemble playing, led by Nick Robbins. We got Gnome Bird Sightings doing a drone set. And we have a touring band, touring act, I guess it's not a band, Sean Hamilton. So, come out tomorrow night if you want a ticket. It's at the Warehouse. DM us for the address if you want to find out. And then, of course, we have coming up on October 14th, we got Sinai Vessel and Pear on tour from the East Coast here.
Yeah.
They're so good. Playing with Panoramic,
Pears
Ridgeway.
are good.
Gonna be a
Pears
super
are
fun day.
delicious.
Pears are delicious unless they get too mushy. I don't like the mushy pears. I like my fruit burnt, dude. Crisp, like,
Crunchy.
yeah, you know, like when grapes get soft, I feel like that. I like that. I can't do that. Anyway, thank you for watching. We have previous episodes up on YouTube. We're gonna try and get this one on YouTube. The little clips and school things, they probably also go on YouTube. Something up there. Check it out.
Steve Austin.
There's one more last thing, I guess, before we go. Later this week, we're going to be putting up a mango session with Perspective, a lovely hand to hold. We're going to leave you with a little preview here of the session. Just a little 1-minute clip of some cool shit. So thank you for tuning in. This has been Alex Koska with Pacific Nature TV here with Mick, Isaiah Rolow, Thank you for watching. We're going to roll out on this clip here of Perspective, a lovely hand to hold, doing their upcoming mango session. Be released on our YouTube channel next week.
Rolling out.
To find